The training regimen that Yazen and now Ash were on was a standard in the Union for seasoned pros and was still a lot for Yazen to handle. It's nearly killing Ash. For the next several weeks, Ash is virtually dragged, kicking and screaming through some of the most physically demanding torture he can endure by force. High gravity, Earth norm gravity, zero gravity, atmosphere, vacuum, water, hot, cold, wet, dry, and everything in between, these were the environments Ash is enduring. Every night, Ash goes to sleep with lungs that felt like they were dragged down a cheese grater or through Amsterdam from the day's screaming. But slowly and surely, the surreal weirdness of his new life has started to slip into the norm. However, the screaming remained. Through the use of genetic alterations, which is totally legal for the games, in fact the game's slogan has always been anything goes, Ash begins to turn his body from looking like something that someone once threw away to something someone might find at the Salvation Army. As day after torturous day passes, Ash begins to feel that he might actually get through the games alive. Maybe even win an event was something that popped into his head, which still showed his total ignorance for the situation ahead of him.
Hey Ash, come here.
Yeah, what's up?
I gotta tell you something.
What?
I made a deal when we got here to tell Yazen about the first event before the games.
Yeah?
Well, it's highly illegal.
Okay.
And against the rules. We could all get excommunicated for me telling you this.
Just for telling someone in the games a little inside information?
Yeah.
Information that you have still failed to give me?
Yeah, well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about.
You gonna tell me what games are gonna be played?
No, only one for now.
Why can't you just tell me about all of them?
Because we get killed for that shit.
Oh.
But what I will tell you is about your events. Mainly the first event. I think you'll be quite pleased, because I did think of you when I proposed it. You should have no problem competing in them.
All right then, some good news.
Now, what is your favorite game of all time?
Mario.
No, better.
Zelda.
Better.
Duke Nukem.
No, dude, the greatest game of all time. That we played at home all the time.
Oh, Wrath of Freedom.
Oh yeah, but think bigger.
How big?
Big.
In what way?
In every way. This is going to be one of the only games that feature all of the competitors on the field at the same time.
Wait, so we're going to be playing Wrath of Freedom? For real?
That's right.
So we're just going to run around and shoot each other?
It's set up as a simple free-for-all death match. Last man standing wins.
Whoa. I don't want to get killed in the first event, or any event.
Dude, don't worry. When a player is shot, or killed in this case, they get transported off the map and out of the game. Safe and sound. Plus, there's something I haven't told Yazen.
Oh yeah?
The map. Remember the Nazi level with the flaming Viet Cong guys and shit?
Vividly, yes.
Well, that's it. Only it'll be in a huge sphere floating between the Earth and the Moon. But, basically the same thing.
Wait, giant sphere?
Yeah, and there'll be no gravity, but still exactly the same.
Well, that sounds terrifying. Zero G free for all?
You'll do great, I promise. I even modded the weapons to be ones you're familiar with. So, dude, don't worry.
I guess it could be worse. I might be able to handle that.
Of course you will. You got another few weeks in here, and then we go to the J World, sign some paperwork, and hightail it to Toot.
Toot?
Yeah, that's where the parade starts. About a month and a half from now, the caravan from Toot will make its way to the host planet. All the other competitors will be there.
Yeah, but isn't it going to be dangerous? What if they try to kill us again?
Not the caravan. It's off limits for that kind of shit. Call it sacred ground. My friend, the fun has only begun for you, dude.
God damn it.
Oh, it's not even that bad yet. Just wait till we get to the fifth snatch.
Fifth snatch? That sounds dirty.
More than you can imagine.
And on the very day that Ash and Yazen had completed their training regimen, the three set out for the Vijay homeworld. Both Ash and Yazen were noticeably slimmer, a little more muscle, and were now walking with a spring in their steps. All things were looking up. Even the Allist looked better, though it was still a piece of shit.
Ash, I must say I thought for sure that your tiny man heart was going to literally explode during the training.
Thanks.
Oh, don't thank me yet, Squire. Thank yourself and me.
Thanks.
In a few days, we will be amongst the known universe's greatest athletes. Aliens that have been training their entire lives for this, a training that we condensed into 10 weeks for you, will look upon us both as enemies. fellow warriors. I cannot wait for that moment to be back.
Well, I'm glad you're happy. I actually thought the last 10 weeks was the training.
Yeah, but not really. Stay close to me, and I promise none of the others will even get a chance to harm you.
It sounds a little weird when you say that.
That I will protect you?
Yeah, it's very creepy.
But I will protect you. I want to keep you safe.
Stop.
I want to make sure you're safe and warm.
Warm?
I feel like you should be wearing me like a shield.
Ew, wearing you?
Let me envelop you.
Gross!
I want to wear you like a cotton sock.
You know, you're the only one of your species I've ever met, but I can already tell you're all a bunch of pedophiles, aren't you?
That's actually not a crime in my world.
Having sex with children is all right on your planet?
Oh no, but killing them still is. Children are horrible creatures that sometimes need a good murdering to learn anything.
That sounds horrible, but I think my world could use that kind of attitude every once in a while. I'm glad it doesn't, though, or I'd have never made it out of the crib.
Gentlemen, our journey has begun. From this moment forth, we push on towards immortality.
I'll settle for anywhere other than Sandovaj.
The three aliens set out for the Vijay homeworld, two of them not knowing at all that the third held a terrible secret. While Ash and Jax were asleep, Yazen was in the cockpit convulsing and involuntarily moving into mangled positions of pain. A small vial contained all he needed to regain control, but the vial was nearly empty. For now, Yazen would be fine. Another day or so at most before he started to change. Again. This episode of the Galactic Games was brought to you by the Top 5 Podcast Spectacular. You can follow us on Twitter via @GalacticPodcast, search for the Galactic Games on Facebook, or for more info, visit www.top5podcast.com/Galactic Games. Soundtrack provided by Betamax DC and John Wayne, courtesy of Jamindo.com. All other sound effects provided by freesound.org via Creative Commons license. The Galactic Games is written by Travis Johnson, edited by Travis Johnson, Mike Robertson, voices by Mike Robertson, Travis Johnson, Jim Jennings, and Bobby Tong.